Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Yes, so the story that I want to share with you, Yaka Nyorana, Dr. Masimba Mababa, yes, he's talking about how Zimbabwean men in the diaspora are being abused by their wives, especially those in the UK. Yes, I found this story to be very, very interesting. Let me read for you, okay? He said, domestic violence against men is rampant in the UK. The laws in the UK tilt towards women. Thus, many men have become victims. Many men are in an abusive relationship. Zimbabwean men are shocked by the behavior of their women once they come to England. Abuse of men happens far more than you might expect in most relationships. It happens to men from all cultures and all walks of life, regardless of age or occupation. Figures suggest that as many as 1 in 3 Zimbabwean victims of domestic violence are male. However, men are often reluctant to report abuse because they feel embarrassed, fear they won't be believed, or are scared that their partner will take revenge. Now, a Zimbabwean man who joined his wife in the UK told his story. He said that, I was a manager in one of the factories in Harare. Life was not that bad. I was managing. I had stayed 2 years with my minor children. My wife had gone to the UK. She would call me every day. We will talk all the time. She got a job as a nurse and she would send money. So we applied for our visa, that is me and my children. The kids were excited to see their mother after 2 years. The thought of flying for the first time, the dreams of being in the arms of my wife again made me glow with expectations. We were on the top of the clouds, literally, as we flew into the UK. Our first month was perfect, a scene cut out of a romantic movie. Now, here is what happens. My life has been turned upside down. My wife started not coming home, saying I am having long days and nights. She had developed ways of answering a phone away from me. When she is on a voice call, she will go lock herself in the car. She would say they are private work calls. If I demand to see only the number which called her, she became abusive partner. She would hit, kick, bite, punch, spit, throw things, or destroy my possessions. She would tell me that border ndimaenzanisi. If I try to stand up to her, she would call the police on me. To make up for any difference in strength, she attacks me while I was asleep or otherwise catch me by surprise. She started using weapons such as pot and knife to strike me with an object abuse threat to our children. She then would tell me that if I tried to retaliate, she would take me off a visa. Right? Now, I left my job. I sold my property. We even sold the house. There was nothing to go home to now. I am trapped in this country. My wife does what she wants. The little time she is home, she is on WhatsApp. Of course, domestic abuse is not limited to violence. Emotional and verbal abuse can be just as damaging is that, right? As a male, your spouse or your partner may verbally abuse you, belittle you, or humiliate you in front of your friends, your colleagues, or family, or even on social media. All right. Now, this guy went on to say that each time I try to talk to my wife's relatives, they wouldn't listen to me. They'll start to diss me. Okay, they'll start to diss me. Yes. Now, he said, on the other hand, despite the fact that she was never at home, she always accused me of being unfaithful. The little times we see her, it's always horror and disaster. She tried to control how I spend the little money or deliberately default on joint financial obligations, saying, you are now working, look after the family. When she missed the few friends I have made, she would make false allegations about me to my friends, employer, or the police, or find other ways to manipulate and isolate me. She threatened to leave me and prevent me from seeing my kids if I was to report the abuse. All right. As an abused man, I faced a shortage of resources, a lack of understanding from friends and family, and legal obstacles, especially if trying to gain custody of my children from an abusive mother. All this gave me a very deep anger. So one day I left the house. I took my kids with me. That's when the police came, charged me of abduction. I have lived with my kids alone all these years until this woman called the police on me. They took my kids from me. I don't even know where my kids are. The police took me under Mental Health Act. I was then forcefully kept at a home for mental disturbed. I have no access to my children. I cannot work and I am not insane. All right. The more I tried to reason, the more I was sedated and forced to be in a sleepy mode. My wife, being a nurse, convinced the police that I was insane. I was only released back to an assisted living accommodation. All right. This is the one sad story Zimbabwean men are facing in the UK. Another Zimbabwean man in Leicester said the ladies have assumed the power against their men. They now feel empowered to treat their men like trash. Most men have gained courage in their circumstances. They seek to overcome these challenges and escape from violence and abuse. Most Zimbabwean men don't leave abusive relationships, regardless of gender. Ending a relationship, even an abusive one, is rarely easy. It becomes even hard if you have been isolated from friends and family, threatened, manipulated, and controlled, or physically and emotionally beaten down. One may feel that they have to stay in the relationship. Many men feel great shame that they have been abused, been unable to stand up for themselves, or somehow failed in their role as a male, as a father, and as a husband. Most men suffer because they are afraid to be ashamed at church. Their religious beliefs detect that they stay, or their self-worth is so low that they feel this abusive relationship is all they deserve. Many men worry they have difficulty being believed by their authorities, or that their abuse will be minimized because they are male, or find there are few resources to specifically help abused men. The tragedy to this is that many men are in denial, just as the female domestic violence victims, denying that there is a problem in a relationship will only prolong the abuse. They may still love their partner, when they are not being abusive, and believe that they will change or that they can help them. In all these abusive situations, it is the children who suffer the most. The abused men worry that if they leave, their spouse will harm their children or prevent them from having access to them. Obtaining custody of children is always challenging for fathers, but even if they are confident that they can do so, they may still feel overwhelmed at the prospect of raising them alone. Many men live in perpetual bondage. Women have become monsters and break their families and many hearts along the way. Because these women are breadwinners, their parents will always support them. They will never correct them. Anemari ndiye mkuru syndrome has destroyed the institution of marriage. Yes, so this story was shared by Dr. Masimba Mavava. Yes. I found it to be very, very interesting because there was a time I was talking about this with my friend, and my friend was actually explaining exactly what has been said in these two stories that have been shared of what is happening in the UK. Of course, it's not only in the UK, but I think in the UK it's more because of the laws that protect the women. And because I think we've heard so many stories about the UK women, UK marriages, UK relationships, and what is going on there. We don't know what is really going on because we are not in that part of the world, but we have heard a lot of stories that are coming there, which are not really good stories, to say. Yes, they're not really good stories. So let me know what you think. What do you think? For those of you who are in the UK, what is really happening? Please tell us your stories. You can inbox us and tell us what is going on, because domestic violence, it doesn't matter whether you're a man, you're a woman, whoever, all right, is bad, emotional, physical, whatever way it is bad. So yes, so this is all I wanted to share with you, my friends. Until I come back again with more, please remember to stay safe, stay in love, and if love is not working out well, just walk away nicely.